Wow, folks, I'm at the Hinson farm here, the Hinson Homestead. Todd is about to collect eggs from the chickens right now. How many do you get a day?
We have 10 hens, and we get about 10 eggs a day.
Wow.
These 10 hens. It's a type of chicken, a breed of hen that I'm not sure what they call it here in Costa Rica. In the States, we called it, a golden comet. But they average an egg a day.
Wow.
And really, really gentle creatures, really friendly, great around. They're not for meat. They're really skinny, flaco, and so they don't have enough meat on them to be worth it. But boy, do they lay some eggs.
Yeah, yeah. Isn't this neat? Look around here. This lot. How big is this lot? About a little half acre or so?
This one's a little, maybe 3/4 of an acre, and the other lot is about a half acre.
And you've got about how much of the total lot planted out with permaculture design, edible landscapes, and?
I'd say probably 50 to 60%.
Okay.
Of actually both properties that's actually planted out.
Yeah.
We've got way more we could do. If we decided we wanted to take this further, we've got so much more space that we could utilize if we decide to, especially below. We'll see.
That treehouse is amazing. Look at that thing.
Yeah, that's Toby's treehouse. Planted in the motion. So planted in the garden. We've got peanuts. Bunch of peanuts. We're big fans of peanuts.
Yeah, me
green
too.
beans. We've got lots of green. This is our second planting of green beans is coming in. Over here in
Look at those tomatoes.
In the covered area, we have lots of tomatoes, lettuce, cucumbers, bunch of cucumbers that we actually got a little behind on harvesting, but the lettuce has done really well here.
Look at that. Had those huge heads of lettuce. They look amazing. Now, are the tomatoes having any problem when they're turning red? Is there any blight issues or no?
No, our problems, like for example, there's one here that I missed yesterday.
Oh, there's a red one, yeah.
But I'd say
that's a beautiful tomato.
That's a pretty quality tomato.
Wow.
And it's typical of what we're getting. We initially had some problems early on with blossom end rot, which is the tomato will start to form and then you'll get a blackening on the end of the end at the bottom of the tomato. And that's simply put is a calcium deficiency. And so we simply added lime, powdered lime to the base of the plants, watered that in, problem was gone.
Wow.
So that's one thing to watch out for is a calcium deficiency.
Yeah.
But we've got lots of tomatoes. Walk around this way, and I'll show you. This is all cauliflower.
Yeah.
Here, total cauliflower. Bunches of cucumbers. Bunches of tomatoes.
There's way more. You've got just in this tiny area of maybe what 1,000 square feet. You've got way more eggs, tomatoes, cucumbers than you could eat as a family.
Oh yeah. This is beyond. This is definitely beyond our needs, and that was part of our goal. Was to have a food abundance, that we weren't just shooting for food sufficiency. Our goal was food abundance, and whether it's trading with local families, whether it's just sharing with local families, whatever, that was a goal of ours. Here we've got peppers. Farther down is a green type of mustard green from that they call here mustasa. Delicious, absolutely delicious, really good for your health. These are our crazy cantaloupe. What they call here Malone.
Malones here?
Yeah, and I think I've counted 20, 22 that are different stages on the vine. And they've just taken over this area down here. We've let them because Jill loves cantaloupe.
Wow.
We're happy with that.
And this is just one little spot. Look at all this other stuff.
Here is zucchini, and it's doing really well. You see, get this one cut. Beautiful zucchini. And we use this for a lot of different cooking, a lot of different purposes. The zucchini and the squashes are doing really well here. Knock on wood, it seems better than in the States. In the States, squash type plants were notoriously beset by a squash vine borer. Your plants would get about this big and then they would fall over because we haven't seen that here, knock on wood, yet. So it looks like our squash are going to do better here than they did in the States. Above we've got a Chinese kale, which kale is a superfood. It's just terrific for you.
Amazing to dehydrate, by the way.
Oh yeah.
It stores so well.
There we go. That's we're all over that. The upper bed is flowers, and so in addition to having food, we also wanted to bring in pollinators and also to have cut flowers for our house and for the guest house. And so we've got zinnias and marigolds. And marigolds are they keep away insects, problem insects. We've got sunflowers, the hirosol, and so when those are done, that'll be a great food source for both for us and the birds and everything.
Cool. And you got to bring in the animals. A lot of people, a lot of farmers think you got to get rid of the animals. That's not the best way to do it. That's not the permaculture way. You got to bring in the animals, the beneficial insects, the birds, the chicken manure. It's a real true ecosystem that is sustainable that way.
Right. When you come out here in the mornings, it's something to behold. The amount of pollination you see going on with these plants and these flowers, there's just buzzing with different types of bees and insects and everything that are pollinating all this stuff. It's really something to see. We've got some watermelon planted. This bed is not in use. Got a few carrots in this bed, but it's not in use yet.
All right, folks, I'm going to turn this off because I know the video uploading gets a little tough when you get to long ones. So check out part 2 of this here. We're going to keep going with the Hinson Homestead.